What is up, Leo? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. These are also general, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placement on my channel. My name is Jordyn. I am a Master Reiki practitioner. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. If you want to check out Patreon, that's where I do my monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, and weekly Patreon-only videos. I also take those monthly readings from Patreon and post them on Vimeo for you guys. If you want to just purchase your individual monthly zodiac reading, that is the platform for you. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to see when I go live and when I post. The thumbs up help the channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. But Leo, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for you guys. It was funny because I actually did the Scorpio reading and I had to redo Scorpio's reading because I ended up actually channeling for Leo, and I was like, wow, Leo's really pulling on me. So I decided to do fire signs today after the water signs. So let's get into it. Let's see what comes out for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for my Leos. Leo, I feel like you're ready to breathe. I just heard ready to breathe. But I also feel like the heart space trying to open, but it feels more like the throat is blocked than anything. It's kind of like you want to say something, but not sure how to say it. Yeah, we have the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like you want to communicate to somebody how they might have hurt you or betrayed you, or you might feel deceived by someone. I feel like this is something that's really old that you might want to bring up. And it's just kind of like to get it off your chest. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, and the Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy. I just heard I'm ready to speak. There's a lot of communication energy going on with this, but it's like you're ready to do it, but it's almost like the fear is stopping you from doing it. Then we have a Ten of Cups in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. This cycle's been done for a long time. I feel like it's just delayed you from taking on new opportunities out of a fear of almost repeating this same kind of dynamic with another individual. The Hangman is you understanding that this needs to be addressed. You need to say this almost, I wouldn't say you need to say it for closure. I don't feel that there's a need to say it, but there's something in you almost pushing your soul to have this conversation with this individual. With the High Priestess, that's higher consciousness energy, and with the Hangman, that is dark night of the soul energy. It's also the in-between and a new perspective. I really like this because it's understanding that there's something within you from your higher self guiding you to really speak this truth to this person. You saw them as someone who is very grounded, someone who is very stable, secure, someone who was going to be there to support you. Any final messages for Leo? Nine of Cups. And bottom of the deck, the ending overall energy is the Tower. I love this Tower card. It's gorgeous. Nine of Cups, Pisces energy. Tower, Aries, Mars, Scorpio. High Priestess, more Pisces energy. Hangman, Neptune, Pisces energy. Two of Wands, Aries. Ten of Cups, Pisces. And I already said the other two. A lot of Pisces going on in this reading. Might be dealing with a Pisces. Or have someone with strong Pisces in their chart. But saying this is leading you towards your Nine of Cups. It's almost, it kind of feels like an empowering movement. Whether you're actually saying this or you're writing it just in a letter that you never intend on sending. But whatever the action is, purging this energy for yourself is helping you feel very empowered. It's helping you feel like you've released this burden attached to this King of Pentacles energy. It's leading to a Tower moment followed by a Four of freaking Wands, which is amazing. A very stable, very grounded, long-term foundation for yourself, which I absolutely love. But it's also you releasing a foundation that no longer serves you. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Want some more of it. We try so hard. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm done. Let's look at, we're going to be using Cosmic Tarot. Let's go ahead Use cosmic. Let's look at the Tower for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why is the Tower here for Leo? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so we've been resisting this for a while, right? Making this change, allowing this to fall away. Six of Cups. Whoo! Something of the past holding you back, right? Realizing that something of the past has been holding you back. With the Wheel of Fortune there and the Six of Cups there, that's what this screams to me. Something of the past holding you back, especially with the Tower. Understanding that this energy needs to be purged because it's literally created a very stagnant energy for you. It's basically perpetuated this feeling of, well, I can't have stability. I'll never have a Ten of Cups because people are always going to hurt me, because you're associating them or comparing them to this King of Pentacles, right? And King of Pentacles is just masculine energy. It does not mean that it has to be a man. It can be a woman, okay? Energy is not gender. I talk a lot about what you need to know in regards to tarot and watching these videos on YouTube and how to interpret tarot as a viewer. It's a video I linked down below in the description box for you guys. So go ahead, check it out, whether you're new or not new to tarot. It's just, I talk about a lot of things in that video. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. I feel like you tried to work with them a lot. I feel like they tried to work with you too, though. I feel like that this was like a very, you both wanted it kind of thing, but it was just, it wasn't working. It wasn't working. Three of Pentacles. What's going on here? But the Seven of Swords starting to feel like an illusion to me, to be honest. The World. Yeah, something wasn't going right here. This had to close out. This King of Pentacles and you were working together. It just ended though. It ended. It had its time, it's had its season, it had its reason. That cycle had to close out though. I want to look at the Seven of Swords. This is starting to feel like self-sabotaging. Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Self-sabotaging. Yep. It was a stable foundation. It was a stable foundation. I bet you when we look at the Ten of Cups, we're going to see the shadow side of both these people. Because it's kind of like these two people are mirroring each other. They both were working from it on the whatever the kind of relationship, romantic, business partnership, family, friendship, regardless. It was stable. It was a Ten of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords tells me that they were self-sabotaging. There was a sense of, well, I'm not worthy of a Ten of Pentacles, or this isn't going to last, so let me just ruin it before it's ruined another way that I can't expect, and it catches me off guard, and then I'm left hurt. Let me ruin it myself subconsciously so I can somewhat wrap my head around it and have some accountability or blame for it and understand it to some kind of an extent. Have some kind of control, right? Let's look at the Seven of Swords again. King of Pentacles. There they are. There they are. And bottom of the deck is Temperance. Yeah, this was a sabotaged connection. This king might have sabotaged this connection out of a fear of commitment. Legacy, stability. They wanted it, but let's look at this Ten of Cups. And this could also be you. This could be your own masculine energy, so just take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. Just keep that in mind. It's not a personal one specifically for you. Ten of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Six of Wands. This had to end. It had to end. This had to end. This had to end. This was toxic. This was the right decision. It was keeping you both in a Five of Wands energy, which is a lot of drama, a lot of competition, a lot of power struggle, back and forth. And it wasn't emotionally satisfying anymore. Releasing this Ten of Cups and this Ten of Pentacles between you two actually led to a Six of Wands. Actually led you both to a much better place. Or you to a better place. Let's look at this Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here for Leo? Seven of Wands in reverse. You both got very defensive with one another. This feels like a power struggle. It's kind of like, well, they weren't doing this, and they would say, well, you're not doing that. It's a power struggle. It kind of feels like a pair of people that would bicker like siblings almost. A 6 and a 7 of Wands brings out an Ace of Wands energy. There was the potential for a new cycle, but it feels like an old cycle that just repeated over and over and over and over. It feels like an Ace of Wands in reverse. Like, we're not getting anywhere. A hamster wheel. Let's look at the 2 of Wands. Clarified by the 2 of Wands. If you've been with me for a while, you know when I get the same card on top of the same card, especially in the same position, it's validation for me as a reader that the channel message for you is correct. Then we have Death, so validation again that the cycle did have to end. And then we have the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. Knight of Swords and the Chariot, both in reverse, Gemini and Cancer energy. These two energies together feels like someone who wasn't really wanting to accept that there was a need to move in a new direction. They had a habit of ghosting a lot and kind of doing their own thing, but when it came time to really disconnect from the connection, to really move away, there was a lot of resistance in actually doing so. Because the Knight of Swords is someone who willingly goes and does their own thing when they want to. The Chariot in reverse is like, okay, I'm moving on to my own path. I'm doing my own thing. And I feel like there was a lot of resistance to doing that, and eventually it actually happened. I feel like that took a long time to occur, though. Yep, and then we have the 7 of Swords, bottom of the deck. And that was the self-sabotaging, not wanting to accept the ending of it. Because there was this idea that it was a 10 of Pentacles, it was a 10 of Wands, and it did have that energy to it, but it also was a 10 of Cups in reverse. It was toxic. Let's look at the Hangman. Which is really confusing, to be honest with you. Like, how can you have something that's so stable yet so emotionally toxic between two people? Because you're mirroring each other's shadow. Yep. The new perspective comes with the massive transformation, understanding the purpose of the connection, understanding that it had to come down, that we were holding on to something that wasn't serving us to our highest good. 4 of Pentacles, having to let go of it. And in this particular 4 of Pentacles, it is a man and a woman, right? Having to let go of this connection, no longer cherish it and hold on to it, because the 4 of Pentacles is about protecting what's most precious to you. Tell me more about the Hangman. Yep, 3 of Swords in reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. This is someone who is not willing to really express how much pain, how much hurt this loss of this connection actually did cause them. And like I said, this could be you actually verbalizing to this person directly, or just writing it out to yourself, or saying it to yourself, in order to just purge that energy, to just finally release this King of Pentacles, right? To release this 3 of Swords in reverse, because that's a healing energy. When it's in reverse, the 3 of Swords to me is very healing. A Page of Swords is that honest communication that in the past you might have not really spoken on how much it hurt to let go of this relationship or this dynamic with this individual. Let's look at the High Priestess, what your higher consciousness is telling you. Yeah, 5 of Cups. It's an energy of mourning. It's finally letting it go and allowing yourself to feel what you feel about it. You're mourning the loss of it now, just finally. Really ready to let it go. 10 of Wands in reverse, closing out the cycle. Knight of Cups in reverse, Strength in reverse, and the 7 of Cups. Understanding that between the 5 and the 7 is a 2 of Cups in reverse energy. That this connection not only was a 6 of Cups, but it did have a 2 of Cups going on. And that created a real big imbalance in the relationship, because the 7 is in reverse and the 5 is upright, meaning that's a 2 of Cups energy in reverse. 7 minus the 5. 2 of Cups in reverse, okay? Imbalanced, really strong soulmate connection. But it was a 10 of Wands, and it was also a Knight of Cups in reverse, so there was a lot of dishonesty and a lack of vulnerability and a lack of confidence and a lot of ego power struggles going on in this dynamic that was creating a very emotionally unstable environment between the two people. And that's what this High Priestess is now seeing really clearly. Right? And that's what's allowing them to purge this, emotionally accept it, and finally like, okay, I understand why that's not healthy and why I need to really let it go. Let's look at the 9 of Cups. 6 of Swords in reverse. Aww. The Hermit and the King of Cups. There's a lot of love in this situation. King of Cups. This king struggles to let go, though. I feel like the feminine's not showing up, but I feel like the king really almost is the perpetuator in a sense. Because on the Seven of Swords, it's like them holding on to the idea like, no, everything's stable, everything's fine, when it's not really fine. And then we have a Six of Swords in reverse on hope and wish fulfillment, not really wanting to move forward, wanting to stay in that Five of Swords energy because they're listening to their heart space. They have a lot of love for the other person involved. Bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Someone's very determined to make things right in this connection. Let's get some final advice for this connection. Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Wands. This queen's very emotionally closed off. And I feel like they're really ready to move in a different direction with the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Cups in reverse tells me that they're not really open to reconciling. And with the Page of Cups, they're not really open to being vulnerable because they still feel very betrayed. Seven of Swords. Yeah. Whereas this king, I feel like this is the hamster wheel though. This feels like that old dynamic. And that's why the Ten of Wands is in reverse. Not able to really close out that Ten of Wands. Trying to. I feel like the Queen's really trying to close it out. This king is kind of like, I'm still on that hamster wheel a little bit. So strange. This feels so old. This feels like a reading I've done like 100 times for Leo like last year. This feels like a really old reading. It does. Like really old. It feels like I had something, oh my gosh, you wanna know what's really weird? I literally had something like this for Pisces, and we had a lot of Pisces show up in this reading. That's really weird. That's really weird. So if you're dealing with a Pisces or have strong Pisces in your chart, I would watch their reading, because their reading was all about something like being resurrected. And I was like, this feels like something from like high school. It felt really old too. That's really weird. And we had a lot of Pisces in this. But yeah, Leo, this is what I have for you. Take it as it resonates, okay? I love you. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to see when I post and when I go live. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. Check out Patreon and Vimeo. And I love you. I wish you the best. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.